You want to crush it in business? You got to understand the game, and one of the biggest plays you can make is forming the right partnership. That's right, I'm talking about teaming up with another hustler, another visionary, and building something bigger than yourselves. But listen, not all partnerships are created equal. You got your general partnerships, your limited partnerships, your limited liability partnerships, each one with its own quirks, its own advantages, its own damn personality. You gotta know which one's gonna take your business to the next level, and that's what we're diving into today. So buckle up, grab your notebooks, and get ready to learn about the power of partnerships, baby. Let's go. Alright, let's kick things off with the OG of partnerships, the general partnership, or GP, for those of you who like to keep it short and sweet. Now this is about as straightforward as it gets. You and your partner, you're in it together, equal responsibility, equal share of the profits, equal liability. That's right, I said liability. And that's the thing about GPs, you're putting skin in the game. Both of you are personally on the hook for any debts or lawsuits. Think of it like jumping into the trenches with your partner. You got each other's backs, but you're both exposed. But hey, high risk, high reward, right? The beauty of a GP is that it's simple to set up. No fancy paperwork, no corporate hoops to jump through. You shake hands, you trust your gut, and you get to work. Plus, when you're sharing the profits equally, it lights a fire under your asses to hustle even harder. You're both incentivized to grow the business like there's no tomorrow. That shared responsibility can be a powerful motivator. But listen, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This ain't for the faint of heart. You gotta trust your partner implicitly. Like, would you trust them with your dog and your Netflix password kind of trust? Because if things go south, you're both going down with the ship. So, bottom line, GPs are great for small businesses, startups, or two friends with a killer idea and a whole lot of hustle. Just make sure you're both ready to ride the wave together, no matter what comes your way. Next up, we got limited partnerships, also known as LPs. Now this is where things get interesting. See, in an LP you got two types of players, the general partners and the limited partners. Think of the general partners as the quarterbacks of the operation. They're calling the shots, making the decisions, and yeah, they're carrying the weight of unlimited liability. But then, you got the limited partners, the silent assassins of the business world. They're putting up the cash, investing in the dream, but they're not involved in the day-to-day grind. And here's the kicker, their liability is limited to the amount they invested. So, let's say you got a killer idea for a new restaurant, but you need some serious dough to get it off the ground. You could find a few limited partners to invest, promising them a share of the profits without dragging them into the weeds of running the place. They get a piece of the pie, and you get the capital you need to make your culinary dreams a reality. It's a win-win. LPs are a great option for businesses that need a cash injection but want to keep the control in the hands of the visionaries. Of course, you still gotta find the right limited partners, folks who believe in your vision and are willing to trust you with their hard-earned money. But if you can make that connection, an LP can be a powerful tool to fuel your growth. Alright, entrepreneurs, let's talk about limited liability partnerships, or LLPs for short. This is where things start to get really interesting, especially if you're looking to protect what you've built. See, in an LLP, every partner gets the benefit of limited liability. That means you're not personally on the hook for the debts or screw-ups of the partnership. Now, this doesn't mean you can just go around being reckless, alright? You still have a responsibility to your partners and to your business. But it does give you a layer of protection that can be a game changer. LLPs are particularly popular with professionals like doctors, lawyers, and accountants. You know, the folks who spent a decade in school and don't want to risk their livelihoods on a bad business deal. But here's the thing, LLPs are not just for big-shot professionals. They can be a smart move for any business where the partners want to limit their personal exposure. Think of it like this, you're all in the same boat, rowing towards the same goal, but you've each got a life jacket on, just in case things get a little choppy out there. So, if you're looking for a partnership model that offers both flexibility and protection, an LLP might just be your ticket to the big leagues. Chapter 4. Let's talk about those short-term flings of the business world, joint ventures, or JVs. These are like the pop-up shops of partnerships, designed to make a splash and then disappear. See, in a JV, you're teaming up with another business or individual for a specific project or goal. Maybe you're launching a new product, tackling a new market, or just need to combine your powers to conquer a specific challenge. The beauty of a JV is its laser focus. You're not merging companies, you're not getting married, you're just two forces coming together for a common purpose. Think of it like Batman and Superman teaming up to take down Lex Luthor. They each bring their own strengths to the table, they achieve their goal, and then they go back to their own solo missions. JVs can be incredibly powerful because they allow you to tap into resources, skills, and audiences that you wouldn't have access to on your own. You get to leverage each other's strengths, share the workload, and hopefully share in the rewards. But remember, like any good fling, JVs are temporary. You set clear goals, you define the terms of your collaboration, and then you execute like a boss. And when it's over, you shake hands, you learn from the experience, and you move on to your next adventure. Chapter 5. Ever heard the saying, "Let your money do the talking"? Well, that's basically the motto of a silent partner. These are the ninjas of the business world, operating in the shadows but playing a crucial role in the game. See, in a silent partnership, one partner, the silent one, contributes the capital, the investment, the fuel that keeps the engine running. But they don't want to be bogged down with the day-to-day operations. They trust the other partner to make the decisions, call the shots, and hopefully turn their investment into a mountain of profit. Now don't get it twisted, just because they're silent doesn't mean they're not paying attention. They're still invested in the success of the business, and they'll want to see a return on their investment. But they're happy to let the other partner take the lead, be the face of the operation, and handle all the headaches that come with running a business. Silent partnerships can be a great option for experienced entrepreneurs who want to invest in promising ventures without taking on the burden of management. It's like being a mentor, a financial backer, and a silent cheerleader all rolled into one. But let me tell you, finding the right silent partner is like finding a golden ticket. You need someone who trusts your vision, believes in your ability, and is willing to let you run the show. Chapter 6. Last but not least, let's talk about equity partnerships, the ultimate sign of commitment in the business world. This is where you're not just partners, you're part owners, stakeholders, shareholders in the dream you're building together. See, in an equity partnership, each partner contributes something valuable to the table. It could be money, it could be expertise, it could be a network of contacts. And in return for their contribution, they receive an ownership stake in the company. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Your share of the profits, your say in how the business is run, it's all tied to your equity stake. The more you put in, the more you stand to gain. Equity partnerships are common in real estate, tech startups, and any industry where growth requires a significant investment of capital and expertise. Think of it like this. You're all in the same boat, rowing towards the same horizon, but you each own a piece of the vessel. And the faster you row, the smoother you navigate the waters, the more valuable that vessel becomes. But here's the thing about equity partnerships. They require a level of trust, communication, and shared vision that's off the charts. You're not just business partners, you're practically family. So if you're considering an equity partnership, make sure you're ready to go all in, to build something meaningful, and to share the rewards and the risks with people you trust implicitly. There you have it, a crash course in the world of business partnerships. We covered everything from the shared responsibility of general partnerships to the limited liability of LLPs, from the short-term power of joint ventures to the silent support of silent partners. Remember, choosing the right partnership structure is crucial for your business's success. It's about finding the model that aligns with your goals, your risk tolerance, and your long-term vision. So, do your research, talk to mentors, and most importantly, trust your gut. Because when you find the right partner, the right structure, the sky's the limit. Now go out there and build something great.